Trading FOREX, will never need no record deal. Making my own investment, market printing me money. Peace, guys. Welcome back to ZENSFXHUB, where fundamentals is simplified, and I got a good one for you, okay? I know a lot of you guys are probably trying to figure out exactly how today's announcement with Trump and tariffs is going to affect the markets. How can you get on the right side of the markets? How can you take this information and play some really great trades and make some money, okay? Now, what I did was I put together a slideshow when I put some information together in simple terms that's easy to digest and understand, so that you can take this information and apply it to your own trading. Now, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because just because something happened in the past doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. All right, so just want to keep that in mind. And this information that I'm sharing with you guys is not just for y'all. This is for me as well too. I'm gonna implement this for my trading as well. All right. So I'm going to bounce back and forth between showing my face and showing the slideshow. So just bear with me, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, Trump's Liberation Day, tariffs, and market impact by the one and only Zen Malo. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? So what is happening today? So pretty much Trump is announcing tariffs, and it can possibly be tariff just 20%, or it can be reciprocal tariffs, meaning this for that, tit for tat. If you do tariffs on this for this percentage, I'm going to do tariffs on this for this percentage, and just kind of going back and forth. And the countries that are targeted by these tariffs is China, the EU, Canada, Mexico, and India. Okay, and this could really shake up the markets. So why does this matter to traders and, just us as consumers living our everyday life? It's because three things. Tariffs equal higher prices, inflation risk, market volatility, right? This is going to have an effect on multiple industries such as stocks, forex, commodities. We can possibly see big moves either to the upside or to the downside, okay? And this has happened before, so let's go ahead and break it down. What happened last time? 2018-2019 trade war. Trump placed tariffs on $360 billion worth of Chinese goods, right? China hit back with tariffs on the U.S. exports such as soybeans, cars, and tech, right? And it wasn't just between China and the U.S. It was also between the EU, Canada, Mexico, and India, right? So as you can see, they place tariffs on things like bourbon, steel, aluminum, cheese, whiskey, apples, almonds. You know what I'm saying? And by this trade war happening for this long period of time, the global trade, is slowed down. And we've seen a lot of markets have a lot of volatility because of this. And then a lot of foreign investors, being that it was a lot of uncertainty going on, and just a lot of volatility, they put their money into safe haven assets such as gold, bonds, the yen, and the Swiss, okay? Keep in mind that trade wars don't just impact the U.S. and China. They have a ripple effect on the global economy and financial markets, okay? So how did the market react during that time? Stocks fell. Safe havens, again, gold, the yen, bonds, Swiss went up. Commodities dropped, oil took a hit, and the markets were very volatile that traders were able to make some really great money off this information. So how can us as traders, possibly profit off this information in the short term, okay? So news like this can cause sharp moves in stocks, forex, and commodities, okay? So we can definitely expect some volatility in the markets, all right? Now, it's not guaranteed, all right? If foreign investors decide to take a risk-off approach, that means they're going to run to safe havens. So again, what are your four safe havens? Gold, bonds, the yen, and Swiss. So we could possibly see gold shoot up, and I also threw in silver because I love trading silver. It's my favorite pair. But gold and silver typically sometimes move the same way. The reason why I'm saying sometime, on that is because if you take a look at silver is not making new highs the way gold is making new highs, but silver is moving in the upward direction, just like how gold is. Okay, peace guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but I just want to let you guys know that I created a free Discord. So if you want to come and be a part of the Discord, I will give you signals, market breakdowns, explain fundamentals that come out, and that you'll be able to ask me questions, and we can chop it up on a call if you want to show me your charts, and ask me some questions about some pairs that I don't personally trade that you do, and I could just kind of give you my viewpoint on things. All right, so again, it is free. The link is in the bio of this video, and I trust to see you in there. Peace. So let's get back into it. All right, so we could see gold and silver shoot up due to the uncertainties in the fair, and we could see things like USD JPY and USD SHEF shoot down, because if foreign investors are dumping their money into the yen and the Swiss, that's going to cause their currency to gain, to increase in value, okay? And if we take a look at the VIX, if you see the VIX going up due to this uncertainty, then this kind of helps out what I just said as far as buying gold and silver and selling USD JPY and USD SHEF, okay? In the long term, right, weeks to months ahead, we have to ask ourselves, right, is this going to, play out like how it did in the past during 2018, 2019, when it was actual a full-blown trade war, right? Or is the market just going to get the information that we need? Trump is going to say this, everybody's going to be on the same page, and that's it, right? We might get some short-term volatility, but then after that, the market's just kind of like, all right, that wasn't too bad. They ripped the Band-Aid off. Now we can go about our lives, right? But if this goes into a trade war, then this could actually, have much more of a bigger impact on the markets, okay? And inflation and interest rates get affected by tariffs. Why? Because when inflation is going up, when the prices of things is going up, that's going to cause the Fed to have to stop and pause. They already paused, but stop doing rate cuts and actually, consider, okay, possibly if they have to do, interest rates hike. Excuse me, can't talk. So we could see stocks go down due to this pressure, but we could see things like gold boost up. And if you go back into time to see during 2018, 2019, we actually saw gold shoot up during that time due to the trade war that was going on. All right. Now, again, what this impact this is going to have on gold and silver, if foreign investors take a risk-off approach, then we're going to see things like gold and silver shoot up. Due to those things being safe havens, right? But if this actually gives the US dollar some strength, then we can actually see gold struggle or maybe move sideways, or maybe get a bigger pullback that a lot of traders has been wishing and hoping for, since gold has been making new highs, right? And if if these announcements just kind of get shrugged off by the markets, and it's just like, okay, whatever, then again, that can also make gold go flat as well. And keep in mind that, like I said, silver most likely will follow suit with gold. So this is what I'm looking for with a possible play for gold, right? If this information comes out super volatile, which I think it is, and again, foreign investors are taking a risk-off approach, then I could see gold possibly breaking out this range and shooting up, making new highs. But if this is not something that foreign investors in the markets is not really, paying attention to, or really scared of, or just like, all right, fuck it, we got what we needed, that's it, then we could see gold possibly pull back to around 3,000 or 3,050. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for with gold. Either way, I feel like it will be a great move, to catch. And what I'm looking for with silver is possibly breaking above 34.5. If we break above 34.5 and we get a strong daily close above that level, then I could possibly see us getting to 35 flat, 35.5. Or we might get a bigger pullback, just like how we might get a pullback on gold. Okay? So I trust this information helps you. And again, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But when you have things to go off in the past, it can kind of help you make an educated guess on how to make the right decision in real time in this moment, okay? So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Stick around too. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on your alerts, because After this information comes out later on tonight, I'm going to do a follow-up video, just kind of showing you guys whether how I reacted to this information, if I was able to capitalize off this announcements at 4 p.m. and just seeing what the markets did. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.